Hey, welcome back. In today's video I plan on doing something that shouldn't take too long, hopefully. First thing I'll do is change the bulbs in my headlights, and then secondly I want to try and see if I can actually clear up and take away all the haze off the front of my headlights with something that's just a little bit cheaper than actually going full on and getting all the sanding equipment and all that stuff. This product cost me like a tenner, so the test is there to see if it will actually work or not. But without further ado, let's get into it, shall we?
So first thing I'm going to do is disconnect the headlight from the car itself, remove the back in here, and then reach in and try and get the old bulb and its connector out. Once I've done that, I'm going to then go get my new bulb, attach it back into the connector, slide it all back into the headlight and reconnect it. Once it's all connected, I'm then going to push back the back end of the headlight, place the headlight back into where it should be, and then I'm going to move on to the other side and do the whole process all over again.
Okay, so as the headlight's fixed, now I've got to test to see if they actually work or not. Oh, sweet, they both work. Right, now let's see if I can clean these up a bit more and make them look a bit nicer, because as you can see, this one, especially this one's really like hazy and quite bad. This one not so much, but this one definitely is quite bad, so let's try and get that sorted.
Right, so the first thing I'm going to do for my headlights is I'm actually going to protect the paint around them. All I'm going to simply do here is just a nice simple mask up job around the headlights to protect all the paint and make sure I don't damage anything else.
Oh, cold. Oh. Right, so what you see me there doing was I was just briefly taping around my headlights to protect the paintwork from the chemicals that are inside this product. So the next step now is, so let me just go through this and tell you what the next step is now, because this product is basically headlight restorer. It only cost me a tenner, I think I said before, and it's two parts. One part is to obviously clean the headlights, and then the second part is to, bear with, the second part is to actually remove the haze and protect it and make it look nicer, which I hope it does. So I'm going to get to do step one. So I think there's 2 sachets per step. No, correct me if I'm wrong, I am very wrong. So step 1, clean. Okay. Step 2, protect. I think, okay, so you've got 2 clean wipes, obviously, to actually clean the headlights, and you've got 1 for each side. And then on the actual protect and sealant, you've got 1 wipe, but you use one side for one headlight and then you use the other side for the other headlight. So, okay, cool, let's go the other going, shall we?
Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open a sachet and start wiping down these headlights. As I wipe these headlights, it says to wipe it down all over once, fold the sheet over, and then wipe it down again. And just constantly repeat the process with that one sheet, constantly wiping it down until eventually I'm happy and I move over to the other light. And again, with this side, I'm just going to repeat the process and just constantly wipe it down until eventually I get to a point where I'm happy and satisfied with what I've done. And then I can move on to step 2, which is the next phase. So step 2 is pretty much similar to what step 1 was. I've got to get the wipe out, but this time I can only wipe it in one direction. And also I've got to make sure that I can only use one side of the sheet per headlight. I go over it twice, 3 times, and then once I was happy with that result, I then move on to the other headlight where I do the other side of the wipe, wiping it down 3 times, making sure I'm going in one direction only. And as you can see here, pretty quickly, the results of it does look a lot better already. So hopefully it doesn't look too bad afterwards.
So that's both headlights wiped down and cleaned up. I mean, from behind me you can already see they look a bit better, but it says on the product now to give it about 3 to 4 hours to let it dry properly, and then yeah, we'll see from there how it actually is. So for me it's gonna be 3 to 4 hours. Due to it's gonna be 10 seconds. So I'll see you then. Hi, so you joined me a few hours later, and the results on my headlights, I mean, they're definitely better than they actually were. But yeah, let me just show you. as you can see, they are a little bit better than what they originally were, which is in somewhat a good result. Are they perfect? No, still not quite perfect, but I'm not going to expect perfect results, to be fair with you. I think for a £10, this product isn't too bad. It looks a bit better and it is a little bit clearer, so I can't complain at that. But that will be the video for today. So thank you again for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.